Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf activists and supporters all set to participate in their Haqiqi Azadi march on the capital seeking fresh elections. The march will commence from Lahore's Liberty Chowk, where crowds were already seen gathering. Former Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid said he would be joining the march today as well and expressed optimism that the nation will come out and that an election date would be acquired. Echoing Rashid's optimism, senior party leader Shiri Mazari also emphasized that if the nation marches to Islamabad, even their father would have to call in polls. PTI leader Hamad has shared that he was already making his way to the meeting point. Supporters could be seen riding along his car on their motorcycles carrying party flags. Meanwhile, Yasmin Rashid was also seen rallying support ahead of the march. She is reportedly also making her way to Liberty. Earlier, Fawad Chaudhry had urged Lahore citizens to come out onto streets and join the march, saying if you do not come out today, then you should not have any complaints about the system. If you want to change the system, come out of your home, otherwise the lives of children it will be also be spent in this rotten system, he added. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah, while speaking to the media in Islamabad, said that the government was prepared to deal with anyone attempting to break the law within iron fist. Warning protesters of strict action, Sanaullah said, if the protesters abide by the law, we will facilitate them. It may also be noted that during a hearing at the Supreme Court over the PTI's March 25 May, the CJP had said that the march was the party's political strategy and everyone had the right to protest, but not be violent or damage public property. He had added that the government had the authority to take action against the violation of law. Acknowledging the SC's orders, Sanaullah said that the government would abide by the law, but added that democracy would be compromised if mob culture was allowed to continue to grow in the country. The Interior Minister on Thursday had said that the PTI could stage its long march at the federal capital sectors H9 and G9 allocated by courts, but its participants were restricted from entering the red zone, which would be protected by rangers and Pak Army personnel. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad, the minister had added that the Islamabad Capital Territory Administration had received the application about the PTI's long march and it was reviewing it. Sanaullah had said that the PTI had sought permission for public gatherings and a sit-in at a suitable place on November 4, 2022 and could be only allowed at places allocated by courts. He had added that in case of any unrest and participants of the long march would be spotted at the entry points of Islamabad, as a request number of personnel had been provided by Rangers, Frontier Corps as well as Sindh and Islamabad Police for the security of the federal capital. The minister made it clear that the participants would not be allowed to enter the red zone. Most of the buildings in the red zone are symbols of state and Article 245 has also been invoked. The Rangers and Pak Army personnel would perform duty there, he added. Meanwhile, political tension is growing in the country as Islamabad was put on high alert after former Prime Minister Imran Khan had on Tuesday announced to hold the long march, demanding the government call fresh general elections. The government has also started preparations to deploy thousands of security personnel to block Imran supporters from entering the capital. According to officials, the Interior Ministry has already decided to deploy around 30,000 police, rangers and paramilitary troops in Islamabad and not allow protesters to enter the red zone area near the Parliament building. President's House, Prime Minister House, Ministers' offices, Parliament and other important buildings, including foreign embassies, are located in the red zone area. With forces about to roll into Islamabad and a government on an anxious vigil, the scenario had cast the national capital back to a familiar state of affairs witnessed on the eve of PTI's May 25 long march that saw intense showdown and crackdown. According to a notice issued by the Interior Ministry on Wednesday, the Islamabad police have completed their preparations for the long march. The notice stated that a total of 13,086 officers, including 2 deputy inspectors generals of police, 4 senior superintendents of police, and 11 superintendents of police will be posted at the long march venue. 30 assistant superintendents of police and deputy superintendents of police will also be posted.